Downtown, panning over the bay into Coronado. It's a gorgeous start to your Wednesday morning, Wine Wednesday, for those of us here on the show, of course, 7:22. Well, we've been talking about it all morning long. California's drought. And last month, water use in the state, it only dropped about 2.8%. But here in Southern California, we've actually seen an increase of water usage. So exactly how is this affecting the real estate market? Joining us this morning with some insight on that, the owner of Keller Williams La Jolla, Brian Kane. Brian, good morning.
Good morning.
First of all, we've seen a lot of lawns are starting to turn yellow, which is what happens when they're trying to limit the water use. What are buyers looking for when they could, because you always talk curb appeal. So what are buyers looking for?
In general, buying process is an emotional process.
Sure.
So people are always looking to get those warm and fuzzies. And when buyers are approaching a house, that curb appeal has historically always been really important. But I think in San Diego, people are also being cost conscious. Sure. So they're looking at what is the home going to cost to maintain. And as those lawns turn brown, it's not just, oh, I need to add a little paint to a bedroom, maybe replace the carpet. Now they're thinking, what's the cost of keeping up this lawn or potentially replacing the sod with other types of landscape? Decisions
for us. When we were in the house hunting a couple years ago, there was one house, the yard was maybe too big, and my wife actually said, do you know, this might cost a lot to water and keep it green. And sure enough, there was a lot, so we decided that made the decision to not get that particular house. Let's talk landscaping, pools, water collection, etc. Does that decrease value? Does it add value? Right. How do we assess that kind of thing?
Well, for the time being, the drought is not affecting the local real estate market. There's just no real estate supply on the market. In other words, there's only about 6,000 homes on the market with about 5,000 pending. So for right now, supply and demand is causing home values to go up. However, in the long haul, as buyers are looking for which home to purchase, a pool, for example, large lawns, lots of water is going to actually cost the homeowner substantially a lot more. Experts say that just an average lawn to keep green could cost an additional $200 a month.
I mean, that's a lot of money. I mean, that's a lot of money. And actually, you're saying, with the drought, things are probably going to get a little bit worse. So should buyers be looking ahead to that in terms of buying when the spring and the summer season picks up?
Right. I think that buyers, when buying a house, can get a bid from a local landscaper and what it's going to cost to put the natural scape and the desert scape in.
Sure.
We had a
lot of people are doing the desert scape.
They're doing it.
It looks good.
And we had a home recently that was on the market with really bad curb appeal. The lawn was brown. It just wasn't looking good. And that was the number one feedback we got, was that people just didn't like the property from the curb. Sure. And so for actually about $1,000, we took a very normal sized front yard and was able to remove the sod, remove the lawn, and actually convert it completely to desert scape, which actually helped get the home sold and caused the buyers to not worry so much about what the maintenance of that front yard was going to cost.
It's amazing what that first impression of a house does when you pull up with your realtor and then that's the house. A lot of people doing the artificial turf also as a substitute. And how do buyers view the artificial turf?
Buyers like it. It's been a mixed bag with the technology with the artificial turf. Some of this stuff looks really, really good. It does. Really good. So again, the cost to maintain a pool nowadays is costing about $150 to $200 a month. The lawn is another $200 a month. So as far as financing goes, every $50 spent is about $10,000 financed. Wow. So an additional $400 is like it's lowering the purchase price by about $80,000. At least your affordability by about $80,000.
Okay, drought aside and everything else, overall the grade for the San Diego real estate market today
is hot. The real estate market is absolutely hot. Year to date, last quarter, we're up about 5%.
Wow, that's great.
In appreciation. We sold the exact same number of homes year to date this year as we did last year, which is a little over 7,000 homes sold. Again, mostly due to supply and demand. If you're a home seller, I truly believe you're kind of at that market cycle peak, and it's a great time to sell. Buyers, lock in that low long-term interest rate.
Boom, a lot of stuff going on. Brian Kane with Keller Williams, we appreciate your time.
Great.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Earl.
All right, let's get you. Oh, by the way, all the information, fox5sandiego.com if you want to get in touch with him. The scene on tab, Mr. Brad Wills, over to you.
Yeah, good stuff. Thank you, guys. Still ahead on Fox 5.